The action-packed finale of the first arc. Armor, Maystorm, and the rest of the team hunt down the mysterious Shadow. But is this the group of scrappy teens prepared to face true darkness? And don't miss the reveal of the final member of the group on the last page. Ultimate X-Men Volume 2, Issue 6. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used time travel to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero, except for those on his secret Maker's Council, whom he stationed to rule over different regions of the world, including the eastern territory of Hinokuni. There are teenage girl named Hisako Ichike. Armor had new powers awakened to protect her when a sinister shadow attacked. Ever since the shadow has followed her, bringing dark and unusual occurrences with it. Worse still, after a recent confrontation, a group of onlookers caught Armor's powers on video. Hisako enlisted the help of her friends, Mei Igarashi, Maystorm, and Nico Minoru to track down the shadow. Nico believes it may be connected to a mysterious cult that her grandmother once researched. Nico Minoru opens up and says, when my grandma was alive, she devoted herself to researching this cult. Everything she learned, she collected in this book. Nico continues, though it's not concrete proof that the cult exists, my grandma was deeply fascinated by it. She practiced ritual magic and spell casting. This symbol here, it also appears on Hisako's Amamore. Mori looks at the symbol and says, it's the children of the atom. This means the secret religion actually exists. They surmise that there is a link between Hisako's stalker and the cult. As every question is answered, another more pressing one takes its place. They suspect Hisako's stalker is a member, and they are right. The Shadow King is involved, and so is his mother. They deduce that Tsubasa, the boy who supposedly committed suicide, was a friend of Hisako, gave her the Amamore, and he might have also been part of the cult. Natsu and Mori have a secret, and Natsu says, it's okay, Mori. It doesn't matter if they know. Natsu says our parents, they're members of that group. We're not supposed to talk about it to outsiders. Just like that, they found the secret church, and it wasn't so hard after all. We go to the Shadow King, Shinobi Kageyama, who says, I am 16 years old and attended a Matsuki Academy. I was born and raised in normal middle-class family. I get normal grades and I have a normal friends of sorts. However, there's one thing about me that is not normal. Since I was little, I could hear people's thoughts. What's more, others can hear mine too. It took me some time to control this power. Even my mother was unsettled by my ability. What was inside my head disturbed her. She even tried to kill me. Children of the Atom saved my mother and saved me. They told me that I'm special, that I am superior. They say I am the savior of this world. Do you think so too? There are brochures for the Children of Atom featuring the symbol of this cult. The Children of the Atom is a religious organization from the eastern region of Hinokuni, one of the 7 territories that made up the world. They sought to help the children with unique abilities that set them apart by teaching them the tenets of the Testament of X. In reality, they were a cult of mutants who gathered behind the scenes of humanity to experiment and learn undisturbed. The Children of the Atom appeared to be Earth 616 equivalent of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, the X-Men's nemesis organization. The Children of the Atom draw heavily from Japan's new religious movements, particularly the controversial Happy Science. The Happy Science is not a good place. The Shadow King continues saying, they taught me how to control my abilities. They told me I could bring light and power to the world. I was guided by the Children of the Atom, which was founded on the teachings of the Testament of X. Now, not only can I freely communicate with others mentally, but I can also show them what I want them to see. The Children of the Atom also taught me how to suppress the madness inside of me. I guess that was a good thing. Mother seems happier at any rate. Shinobi continues, if Mother is happy, my family is happy. I was obedient and lived the way they told me to until I met you, Hisaki Ichike, as he pens a letter to Hisako. The stranger part is, Kageyama has never met Hisako. As the skies darken and the eerie noises whistle in the air, the Shadow King is approaching. Natsu says, Kageyama, is that you? The Shadow King is here and Kageyama has arrived for battle. Natsu warns, he creates shadows and illusions. Everyone be careful. He can make you see and hear things that aren't real. Don't trust your senses. Instead of running, hiding, or being fearful, the Secret Society X-Men stand their ground against the Shadow King. At the front line are Armor, Maystorm, and Nico Minoru, with Natsu and Mori supporting them from behind. Hisako is no longer afraid of the Shadow King. She has moved past Tsubasa's death and even made new friends. As the Shadow King advances, Hisako surrounds herself with her armor. Maystorm brings the thunder, and Nico wields the Staff of One. Armor jumps into the battle first, squashing away the Shadow King's dark tendril. She says, "You think I'm the one closed off from the world? That I have no friends? Why don't you come out of the shadows?" The Shadow King isn't really there, but he feels the pain of Hisako pushing past her fear and overcoming his tentacles. Kageyama screams, "No, no, my Hisako doesn't talk like that. Not my Hisako." Hisako, growing stronger with her mutant powers of armor, grabs the tentacles, trying to pull Kageyama towards her. She grips the dark shadow, saying, "You don't get to hide in the shadows anymore." She did it. Hisako has pulled Kageyama out of the shadows towards her. Kageyama says, "Hi, Hisako, do you remember me?" Hisako, with a shocked expression, replies, "I don't know who you are." Kageyama begins to fall back into the shadows. Hisako screams, "Nico, now!" Nico uses the Staff of One to get rid of the Shadow King. Hisako says, "That shadow, Kageyama, seemed different from before. I felt powerful for the first time because I was part of a team. The X-Men." Kageyama groans, "God, my head." As he is beaten and bruised, his mother says, "Let's go see the Maester." The new villain is introduced. The Maester. The Maester says again, "I suppose it should be expected for his age. Adolescent hormonal imbalance causes unstable behavior. Inform Mrs. Kageyama that he'll be fine. After all, he isn't like the rest. He is one of the chosen, a true homo superior." Kageyama is hooked up to some device, drinking something that is making him stronger. The device is repairing him. Then we come to a crucified mutant. Despite all the talk about blood oath and magic and other esoteric practices, the real heart of the children of Adam seems to be much more based on traditional medical science. They have a prisoner who is a mutant. Next, Ultimate X-Men Volume 2, Issue 7.